How are you guys doing? Hello, everyone. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes until I see more of y'all coming in and let me do the usual checks. I'm on the right. Yes, I'm going live on the right place. All right, let me just invite everyone and do an add everyone. So, how have you all been doing? It's been an interesting month. There's been a lot of catharsis going on. So you may notice yourself crying a lot. That's completely normal. It's part of the catharsis that's taking place. So I'll just urge you all to like go with the flow. So I'm going to talk about the goddess portal a little bit because today is 9/9. Hi, Mai. So good to see you. And thank you so much for your tip. Again, Annette, thank you so much for your tip. And Rachel, thank you so much for your tip. I really love how you guys send me angel numbers, even in tips. You guys are so amazing. And hi, Sheena, good to see you. Hi, Shannon, good to see you. Hi, Nimit, good to see you. Hi, Bharti, good to see you. I'm quite proud of myself that, everything I started right on time and, with Mercury retrograde. Hi, Catalina. Oh, you're awake at 2 a.m. Hi, MJ. So good to see you. Oh, all the goddesses are coming in. And I see a divine masculine Nimit there as well. So that's good. I really like how you guys have all grown to become friends and you all know each other now, and it's just amazing, this amazing tribe that MJ created for all of us. So a big thank you to MJ for being so wonderful always, for always thinking about us and doing the best you can. Yeah. Oh, my says hi to MJ as well. And good morning, Karen. Always lovely to see you. And Inella. Sorry, mispronounced your name. So good to see you. So you guys ready? You see, 11 viewers and 11 comments. So I think it's a good time to start. So what is the 99 Goddess Portal? So the significance of the 99 Goddess Portal is that it is to honor the goddesses, and it's very significant is because the belief is if you pray for anything today it will happen. So I will urge you all to sit down with God and pray your hearts out, because the 99 portal, just like the 88 portal, creates miracles, but it's just through a different way. 88 portal is Lion's Gate. 99 portal is the goddess portal dedicated to the goddesses. So it is meant to awaken the inner goddess in you as well, because it is a dedication to the feminine. So it's amazing. It's an amazing, amazing period. And the goddess portal goes on till the 17th. So you guys have a week. So I've got the goddess portal healing going on as well. If you guys want to check it out, check it out. I've got a more in-depth healing too. Check it out. And also to honor the goddesses, I have a 99 sale on my website, and the 9% applies for sale items too. So just use the code sale. Wait. Let me see, I forgot my own coupon code. CH. See, I'm aging. So it's 99 sale. So it's 99 SALE. So you apply it at the checkout and it will automatically create the discount for you. So check that out. I will still recommend you guys all the activators because they are really, really good. So anyway, as I was talking about the goddess portal, what what exactly happens energetically is that this this week you will experience this energetic shift, and because it's about honoring the goddess within you, it's also honoring the divine feminine energy. So even for divine masculines, you'll feel the balance, you'll feel the mother, you'll feel the goddess, you'll feel your DF more. So it's very, very auspicious. So for the next week, I'll just urge you all to say a silent prayer every day, thanking the world, thanking all the female figures in your life, because without women there is no world, and without men there is no world either. So we have to honor both genders always, right? Hey Shay, so good to see you. Hi Diana, good to see you. Hi Karen again. Karen says hi to MJ, and thank you so much, Diana, and your angel number tip. And Shay for your angel. You guys are so on it, man. Like all the angel number tips. Also, guys, if you guys want to send a tip to MJ, please do so. And MJ, please post your PayPal handle here. So if anyone wants to send you a tip, they can do so. But really, thank you so much for the tips. It really means a lot, because it means I can spend more time creating content for you, which I have been doing. Hence why today's topic. So there you go. Here's my PayPal handle. So if you guys want to throw in a tip, I'll be most grateful for it, and you guys are all so awesome. So we are also going through Mercury retrograde. So I wanted to say a few words about it. So right now, Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde, and Venus has gone direct, right, since the 4th, is causing major purging. So you may find yourself feeling a bit uneasy. You may find yourself a bit irritated, stressed even. So it's all part of the energies. Catalina, you're aging. No, your age is what I would love to have. Oh, actually, I'm a leap year baby, so I'm younger. I will never age, at least in terms of number. Oh, well, age is in the heart. It's the physical body that ages. So, yes, so Mercury retrograde and Jupiter retrograde and Saturn retrograde, that combination can get a bit interesting, because right now we have a lot of planets going under retrograde. So it's essential to take care of yourself. But I personally always believe retrogrades create change, because it takes time for you to pause and rethink all your choices again. So that's why retrogrades are an auspicious time to do a lot of self-reflection, to start new projects even, because it's like when the planet is going in the reverse, you're given another chance to redo things. So if you feel like, I haven't done this or haven't done that, this is the time to do it. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Oh, Sheena, thanks for the angel number tip. You guys are so happening. Like, I'm getting angel numbers. All right. Oh, another angel number tip. Thank you, Catalina. Oh boy. All right. So Mercury retrograde will be gone in 5 days. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on that. So what you will feel during Mercury retrograde. Communication. You have to be more wary of your conversations, because during Mercury retrograde, there's always this tendency that what you say may not come out as what you intend it to be. Number two, your printer won't work. I literally had to record my TikTok like 5 times because it wouldn't save. So you will experience weird technological issues. It always happens to me during my Mercury retrograde, and Mercury retrograde happens 4 times a year. So I always have like something, like Zoom will be extremely slow, or some meetings will just be mixed up or double booked or something like that. So be aware of that. And also, Mercury retrograde is extremely lucky too. So this is the time to say a silent prayer to the god of Mercury, because the god of Mercury is a highly intelligent energy. So whenever they say like Mercury is in your chart, or that means you are a very, very intelligent person, because you look at the world in this way. So if you have Mercury in your prospective partner's chart or your twin flame, that is a good sign, because you are dealing with an intellectual divine masculine, right? So on top of that, these are just layers, and it's pretty interesting. All right, as I was saying, stay calm, stay collected, and don't worry. Mercury retrograde, every retrograde out there is only meant to benefit you, not otherwise. It's for you to self reflect and spend more time. So now I'm going to start with our topic. Hi, Moni, good to see you. So I'm going to start with our topic of today. And I actually did a short video on it a couple of days back. And I just felt that this will be a great topic because it's something that's not talked about. And also, it's necessary, especially given the current situation with the divine feminines. So I'm going to define what emotional maturity is within the twin flame collective. So even things like love bombing is considered emotionally immature. So this live is not for the faint hearted. So if you guys are going to be sensitive and worried, then I would urge you guys, you could watch my other lives, because today we are going to really go into specific behavior patterns that affect you in your journey, be it divine feminine or divine masculine. Number one, all right, always remember that when things don't go right within your twin flame connection, it's the both of you to blame. It's not just your DM. Hello, Q Pong. So good to see you. I just started delving into the topic today. So, like I said, what is emotional maturity and what exactly it means for twin flames? So when things are not going right, at least your perception of right, because everything is divinely orchestrated. So everything that you go through, emotional maturity or emotional immaturity, good or bad, it is part of the journey to prepare you for that process of union, because union is just not about two people getting married on earth. Twin flame union is about making a bang. It's about creating a ripple effect. It's about creating change. It's about inspiring love throughout. So that's why if you were to attend a twin flame wedding or a union of two hearts and they happen to be twin flames, you will actually feel the energies of 11D, 12D, and 13D during the marriage ceremony because of all the love there is. And maybe the next time, if you get invited to a twin flame wedding, most of the time twin flames don't get married, but if you do, you will be able to notice that vibrational significance. Having said that, what is emotional maturity? Emotional maturity is the ability to have the awareness to see what is going on between you and your twin flame and be detached to any kind of an emotional entanglement that you may have due to past life issues, due to present past life issues, due to the past that you just experienced in this life. So, usually this is what happens, right? You meet your twin flame. Oh, thank you so much, Q, for that angel number tip. You guys are again really adorable. So as I was saying, emotional maturity, like how do we actually define it? So when you first meet your twin flame, you meet them, and it is necessary to have that coming of home feeling. It's necessary to have all that you feel. If not, you won't even recognize it as a twin flame connection. And that's what happened to those who met in the 70s and 80s. They met their twin flame, they didn't realize it's a twin flame connection, they ended up marrying other people, and then many years later they suddenly realized, oh man, that was my divine masculine. But those who are meeting after 2020, it's a different narrative, because those who meet after 2020 are meant to get into union faster because of the rainbow bridge. And when more twin flames unite, it helps Earth ascend. So it's a very technical position, So it's quite advantageous the year you meet and the effects you bring. Having said that, so after you meet for the first time, you have all that you feel, right? And then you start seeing certain things in your partner, in your divine masculine, that is not quite right, at least in your 3D perception, right? You start seeing him run away, you start seeing him ghosting you, you start witnessing him saying his most famous words, I am not interested. You know what? It's very, very, very interesting because there was this divine masculine a DF was telling me about. Apparently, it took 2 hours for him to like think and translate the meaning because he's inherently Spanish. So he needed to think how to tell her that he's not interested, and he spent 2 hours looking for the right words, and eventually he said, "I'm not interested in you." So if a person needs to think 2 hours to say, "I'm not interested in you," that in itself is a sign that he's so in love with you, right? Who would spend 2 hours? I am not interested is inherently used to tell people you don't like in a bar. I'm not interested, right? Not someone you have known and spent so much time with, going hiking and blah, 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 and whatever, right? So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. But the psychology behind why your divine masculine has to say that. So, that may be a sign of emotional immaturity, but it actually mirrors the divine feminine's own emotional immaturity for that to even take place. So, when the divine masculine has to result in something so intense, what he essentially does is that he realizes that the pushing away, and often it is done from a subconscious place. So, in other words, the divine masculine often tends to go on this direction of, hurting your feelings in the 3D world is for you to grow up. Because a lot of divine feminines get extremely excited, and all they want to do is that they want to tie down their divine masculine. And it's completely natural because that's how 3D marriages work, right? You meet a guy, you hook him up, you go all crazy over him. I was watching one of these excerpts in Comedy Central. It's really, really, yeah, it's funny. I'll share it with you guys. It's about how, the nightmare of a girlfriend one can have. So most DFs may pull that subconsciously. So what actually happens is that when the DF first meets her DM, all she ever wants is to be with her DM, right? And she will do anything. She will literally sacrifice her soul to be like what Little Mermaid did, right? She traded a voice to be with Prince Eric. Same thing. The divine feminine will literally do anything to be with her divine masculine. But you have to understand that it doesn't work that way. You need to develop emotional maturity before you can even think about being in union, because it goes both ways. And for you to develop the emotional maturity, it comes from having to be in a place of emotional immaturity to even understand what emotional maturity means. So it kind of like you have to experience the repercussions of your actions when you were emotionally immature, and then when you actually gain the wisdom and maturity of what a emotionally mature divine feminine is, you will realize that everything happened for a reason. Hi Rachel, good to see you. So as I was saying that, so signs of emotional immaturity: stalking your DM all the time, checking whether he's online all the time. You see, if it was some other person, it wouldn't matter because they don't care about you, they don't think about you. But with you, when you are checking your DMs, online status, he can actually feel it. He can feel the desperation, he can feel that neediness. So that is a sign of emotional immaturity. As much as you may feel like, hey, I'm thinking about it, isn't that good? Thinking about him, one thing, but obsessing about him is another level. So what happens is that when you keep obsessing over what he's doing, his whereabouts, where he is, whether he's online, why he's not online, why is there's no movement, which I understand you guys have to do, because especially when you're in separation, that is your way of knowing he's alive. But if that was your only purpose, it would have been fine. But if it comes a toxic habit of you constantly watching him, it affects him too. Because whatever you project is what he mirrors back. And I spoke about contrast mirroring and direct mirroring last week. So that is number one. Number two is love bombing. Love bombing via text, love bombing via gifts. And this is very common nature because you want to celebrate your love, right? So you just want to buy him a lot of stuff, which is fun. Everyone's been there before. You want to buy him everything he wants. Oh, next level, cooking for him, delivering him food, just wanting to do everything you can. Number one, you're not his wife. Yet, at least. Number two, why would you scare him off? I think men these days completely able to take care of themselves. Of course, it's a nice gesture if it's done once or twice, but if you keep doing it, again, it is a sign of emotional immaturity because you come from a place where you're so afraid of losing his affection or trying to win his affection, you make steps out of desperation. So this shows that emotionally you haven't matured or developed to draw the boundaries or the balance in the name of celebrating love. Love bombing is actually a psychological problem, it's just like gaslighting. As much as your intentions are pure and good, your DM is there to teach you that it is not right. Because why would you do that? And often it's because you were not loved as a child, or you were not, we often treat our DM the way we want to be treated, right? So all the love bombing is because probably you want to, even though you may not admit that, but something within you is lacking. That's why you're even engaging in behaviors like that. Number four, constantly complaining about your divine master. He did this, he did that, he saw him, he blah, 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 blah. He's checking out the other girl. I saw his Instagram feed. I saw his Facebook feed. I saw this, I saw that, I saw everything. Why are you seeing that? Did he invite you to see that? Did he personally send you that message that he's clubbing? No, you are essentially stalking him. And stalking him is a sign of great emotional immaturity. And I understand why you're doing that because of that separation phase. You want some kind. But what it's actually doing is it's messing with your head. It's making you worse. And every time your head is being messed up, it directly projects to your DM. So he gets irritated. Why is she feeling this way? Why is my divine feminine always being so bothered and irritated and angry and demanding of me? What you exactly feel, he feels it back. So remember, that's why it's always encouraged to send him love, to send him positivity. It's to send him encouragement, to show that you're emotionally mature enough to handle him no matter what. And that's when a beautiful bond starts being born. When you start practicing this with mindfulness, every time you feel triggered by a post. So for example, I had this divine feminine, she found out that her DM was going to Phuket, right? And then she just got really, really upset. And I asked her why. You found out who he's going with? No, she said, no, I only know he's going Phuket. And I said, through a friend. So I said, you don't even know any details why you're getting triggered. She said, something within me is just afraid. What if he meets someone? What if he, Oh, actually, she actually broke down during our session. Really, and apparently she had such a terrible emotional outburst that it really, really wrecked her soul. But what was very interesting is that when I was dissecting through her thought process, I realized that it was the longing to actually be with him that caused that emotional outburst, because she herself has been to Phuket by herself, and she suddenly just started missing him, or started fearing that she will never see him again because they're in separation. So that outburst was actually a silent cry. Nothing to do with who he's going to meet, or whether he's going to party, or whether he's going to meditate, or whether he's going to just go diving. The point is her fear that she's not going to see him ever again. And it's very interesting because 2 nights later, she had this heart chakra healing dream where literally She had her hands on his heart, and vice versa. They were literally hugging each other and healing each other. And she said she felt really good. So you see, your DM can also heal you in dream state. And she, in her mind, she thought she was the one healing him. But to me, I see that they were both healing each other. Sometimes outbursts are necessary, but do it with caution, meaning you don't want to like lose your voice or something. So I'd always advise divine feminines, go to a park or something and scream it out, go to a mountain and scream it out. Sometimes you have to release. So crying is one of those beautiful processes, because when you cry, you take responsibility to what you're feeling. And you start thinking as well. When you are in that blaming phase or suspicion phase, or you keep thinking he's going to be with someone else, chances are you're going to manifest that outcome, because as twin flames, our manifestation is high. Everything that you attract in your relationship is actually not only present life, it's also past life. And sometimes that example I was sharing you with the girl, it could be a past life thing. It could have been an event in the past life where she was murdered, he was murdered, or she was killed. Something about when he was traveling out made her scared. So it could be like they might have been together in a past life, and maybe he died when he was traveling. Something within her was heavily triggered, and that's why I highly recommend my activators and even the counseling session that I have on promotion. You guys should get one of that. It's very, very transformative. It's quite hard, but it's good because you will know exactly what you need to know. So it's on promotion right now, and I'll urge you guys to get it. And with the further 9% discount, it should be like 70 plus. So yeah, it's a 40-minute session you guys should consider. So back to that, these are some examples of emotional immaturity. And when you realize, and only when you are in a twin flame relationship, you can actually understand how much you have grown emotionally over the years. Because often you may think that you're 80 years old and you're emotionally mature. It doesn't come with age necessarily. It comes with the strength of the mind and the soul and your heart as well. So you may be young or old but not have the emotional maturity, but you may be extremely young and you may have the emotional maturity. So it doesn't come with age and experience alone. It comes from how much work you have done on yourself. So some signs of emotional immaturity in divine masculines would be that sometimes it's the disrespect, like ghosting. That is emotionally immature. So one of the things that I always tell my divine feminines is, tell your DM if he wants to block you, um, at least give you a heads up, or not block you, and just, if you tell your DM, don't do this because it's going to hurt my feelings, he won't do it. Often you guys don't express what you feel. So I would consider that a bit emotionally immature, because an emotionally mature DM would respect your words. At least, he may not be able to be with you, but at least he would be able to honor what you had at least last said to him. And that's very beautiful. I see so many twin flames getting into union, and I've helped them for years, months. And one thing I've noticed is that how they are able to completely intertwine with each other's life and create that harmonious melody, because the purpose of physical union is not only building up the rainbow bridge, but also to anchor unconditional 6D love on earth. So that is the purpose. So always remember, if it's self-centered, it is self-serving, then union would take a while. But if you have that purpose that our union is going to create an impact and change in the world, you'll notice that union timelines start to work in your favor. So, and emotional maturity comes with that as well. When you start seeing that it's about the collective and not as you as an individual. A lot of wounded feminines that I work with, their only purpose is when. Their only question to be will be like, when will I see him? Which is completely understandable. But the problem is that you're so fixated that you don't even know what is going to happen after you see him. So for some, what happens is that yes, they do end up meeting, but what happens is that they eventually end up exhibiting behaviors of emotional immaturity, and that eventually causes that relationship to disintegrate and start all over again. Being aware of where you are emotionally and how mature you are is a very important practical step in this journey. And that's why I even decided to do this topic. So, next time, instead of love bombing or blaming or stalking your DM, think about what it actually does to your own psyche. Is that a emotionally matured behavior? It is hard, but everything comes with practice, one step at a time. And also, if you need to purge, if you need to let it out, you need to release, do it. Don't keep everything within, because when you keep it within, it becomes a mountain and it explodes eventually, right? Ah, I see more people saying hi. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia says, oh, I needed to hear this. Elizaveta, hi. Oh boy. All right, guys, any questions? I don't see any movement. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, and then I'm going to do the favorite part to a lot of you, which is the channeling. So, again, guys, if you have any questions, throw them in. Moni, Eric just unblocked me on Thursday and asked him if he could tell me next time beforehand if he feels like blocking me again. He said, okay. Exactly, guys. I know it's weird, but do that. It actually works, because the next time he wants to block you, he will think 100 times and you'll be like, I'd rather tell her that I need space than just blocking her. So thanks, Moni, for actually paying attention to my lives, because I always say that. Hi, Marion. So good to see you as always. Elizabeth, is it possible that dating others prevented you from a reunion? Dating others. So again, every situation is unique. And from my own experience with working with other twin flames, both divine masculines and divine feminines, and my own experience as a divine feminine, if you're a divine feminine, you can't really date anyone. Um, until you get into union, be prepared for a life of singlehood, because you won't even be able to think about another person. That's what the journey does to you. And you would say, why isn't it the same for divine masculines? I spoke about the different kinds of divine masculines 2 months ago. So, divine masculines go under a few categories. One is the married divine masculine, one is the playboy divine masculine, and one is the sage, the one that, you know, the monk, call him the monk. So you have three types of divine. Of course, you have other types as well. So the monk is not going to date anyone because he believes that he is going to take. So he's more like Doctor Strange. I don't know if you guys watch Doctor Strange too, but he will tell Christine in every dimension, I'm going to love you anyway, right? So it's the same thing. The playboy is actually a more of he's trying to be a playboy because he wants to hide amidst women so that people won't pressure him to be with a partner or just to push you away. So he's not exactly dating anyone either. He's just having fun, but not really having fun. The married one, that's the saddest circumstance, because they already have this earth commitment with their wife, and it's not easy for them to just come out of it because there are children involved, there are a lot of things involved, there's the divorce involved, but it will happen gradually. So that is my take on dating. But often, if you're a true twin flame, you won't be able to date anyone else. Even if you go dating, it's a reminder of your own divine feminine to see, is there anyone else who can match her or is better than her or more unique than her? But often it's more of like you go on a date and you realize that you can't. It's torturous. Angela, hi Vash. Can DM's emotional maturity be tested within the union stage, which ends up causing separation? Absolutely. Because that emotional maturity goes both hands. But often it's the divine feminine who tends to be emotionally immature, often. But of course, in some extreme cases, you have that immature divine masculine, but it's always in contrast. So you will always have one emotionally mature and one emotionally immature. It's the design of God, like somehow to like teach each other to learn from one another. So it does happen. DMs can turn around. Like I said, blocking is a sign of emotional immaturity. Ghosting is a sign of emotional immaturity. Like whatever they are going through, they can just tell you, but often they don't because of the way you're going to react. You're going to just go all crazy. Like, again, I was sharing with my friend this Comedy Central skit. Let me see if I can find it. I'll share it with you guys. It's so funny. Uh, yes, it's Key and Peel. It's Megan and Andre's breakup. So let me just share it with you guys. Oops. Yeah, this is going to be really funny. So this is how some DFs become to their DMs, and it's so interesting. I will share you like the whole history of their dating as well. So if you get watch this, you will realize what women do to actually get men. And this is like a parody of that. Shay says, I can't date. I don't even want anyone else. I tried to talk to someone and just said, forget it. It always happens, Shay. Every divine feminine I work with, even when I was in separation, I wasn't able to see anyone. And you would never be able to. Yeah. So the playboy is just actually the playboy is a monk. So I actually categorize them together. They like to come across as a player, but they actually aren't. They are actually like little monks in their heads. Um, Yes, like guys, post a twin flame check on the group so that we all know that you are confirmed divine feminines and all the checks go through me anyway. So we double check, triple check, even check 4 times. In fact, this is my process of checking. I check the Agashik records, I check 8D, 9D, 10D, 11D, and even 13D to see exactly if there was a split for monadic flames. So I would say that my twin flames checks are thorough because it's really affecting your life knowing whether this person is your twin flame or not. So every check is gone through that process in our group. So if you haven't had a twin flame check, go. It's free, and of course you want a private one, you can book it through my website as well. So you want to confirm, because sometimes when the person is not a twin flame, then you are going to be misled, because it could be a karmic or it could just be a toxic individual that you're dating. And if it's a karmic situation, I have done videos on that before as well. um, so yes, MJ says I was actually celibate for 15 years without wanting to go on a date before I met my DM alone about treatment. Yeah, me too. I was a virgin, and I lost my virginity to my DM. So to me as well, you would notice that pattern. Celibacy is quite common with twin flames. So for those who are meeting your twin flame at a later age, you often are like, I have divine feminines who have been celibate for 40 years, 50 years. I have got divine feminines who are virgins and still are virgins, patiently waiting. And there's nothing wrong with it. I always believed in saving yourself for the right partner. And I think it's about the respect you have for yourself, and it's your personal choice as well. So there's never a judgment. You do what you want to do. It's your body. It's just that I have talked about it before. Sex is very sacred. When you have it with the wrong people, you just store their DNA within you, and often it affects the women more, because the woman is the receiver, the man is the giver, and that's why the sperm and the egg thing comes about. So energetically you have to cleanse. So when women sleep a lot of men, you can actually see it in their auric field, because they're taking on the energies of all these different men, and often they will be in a state of chaos. So you may have met that kind of a friend who is such a player, but she's never at peace with herself. But again, it's your body, and if you respect sexual energies and sex in itself and love making in itself, and if you do it the right way, you would always be honoring your temple, which is your physical body. Elizabeth, I'm 42 and try to wait. Name it. I can't think of being with that. Yeah, so it goes to DMs too. Haley, the more you hold on to the label of twin flame, the more you're pushing them and going into the chasing energy. Haha, little monks in their heads. Love the way you said it. Yeah, again, it's a very sensitive topic, and again, there's no judgment. It's your body, it's your choice. You are not being a virgin for any reason but yourself. You're not having sex with someone else for any reason but yourself. So you have to honor the goddess within. If that is the need, you need to fulfill the need, right? But this is the trend I notice with a lot of divine feminines I work with. They are celibates or virgins often, and in cases that they do have other partners in their life, again, it's due to their own purpose in life. So again, there's no judgment. It could be that is what they want to experience in life, right? Cynthia, me and him never had that twin flame conversation. He knows that we have something special. You guys confirmed it for me. Would I scare him away if I told him it was my TF? Of course you will scare him away. Let him tell you. Let him figure it out. Don't ever go and scare him by saying that, because that is going to be. There was one, it reminds me of one story that my divine feminine shared with me. So she was going hiking with the DM, they were still like friends. And she has got this mole on her neck, and he has got a mole on the same spot. So she was like saying, oh, we have a mole on the same spot, we definitely connected in past lives, it's a sign. And ever since then, he started freaking out and he started avoiding her. So you may not want to say stupid stuff like that. Like, of course you're excited, of course. Another thing is that twin flames who are virgins tend to actually lose their virginity in 5D. So for some of you all, you may actually experience that before actually having physical sex. So it actually goes crazy, the way you experience things. So that's why when you actually practice celibacy and protect your energies, you will notice that you are being blessed with all this energetic magic that's going around. All right, Diana. Yeah, I don't think I can even be bothered with anyone else but my DM. I just have no interest, and it's almost like disgust, the feeling of disgust when others approach me. Exactly, exactly. That's how I felt before you. It's like you just don't want anyone to even think about you. You become so sensitive. You don't even want other people to like think about you or check you out. It becomes like an infiltration of your energies. That's how sensitive you become. Ah, Cynthia, all right. Haley, let go and surrender. Get into your soul alignment. Enjoy life. Yes. Q. Oh my God, me too. It's not the same. Elizabeth, not everyone is a twin flame or has their twin flame incarnated in this lifetime. So post on the group wall and ask God to send you true love, not a label. Exactly. In the beginning, I was doing a lot of videos on going label free. And going label free is for everything. Who you want to love is your choice. What you want to do with your life is your choice. Whether you're a. See, it's very interesting. We live in today's time where virgins are looked down. I remember when I was in college and all my friends were all dating, and I was saving myself, right, for my divine partner. And they used to make fun of me, why are you still a virgin? Oh, when you fall in love, you will lose it, blah, blah, blah. And they were just, but then I was never affected because I've always been my own individual. I don't get affected by peer pressure at all. So I never felt the urge to prove them wrong or anything because I always believed in divine timing. I'll meet my DM and stuff like that, which I knew since I was a child, right? But you could see how you're mocked at for being a virgin. And vice versa. You're also mocked at for having multiple partners. Whatever is it, it's your life, your choice. No one has the right to judge you. That's the bottom line. Because you are given this body, you are given this soul by God to enjoy life, to express yourself. Of course, there are technicalities in sexual expression, which again, it's quite scientific, energy exchange and all of that. But it's your life, your choice. And who you want to love is you, who you want to love. Be it the same sex, be it the opposite sex. Everyone needs to be respected because we live in a world where no one should be judged for the decisions they make with regards to love. All right. Oh, thanks, Moni. Um, yes, nothing matches the intimacy of a twin flame. So it is worth the wait, you know. And, I pretty lucky, was able to get together with my DM at a younger age. For a lot of DFs, they wait a long, long, long time. Some have to go through horrible narratives with their karmics or not so good partners. So, my heart always goes out to clients like that. But at the end of the day, always God, pray to God, trust God, surrender to God, and believe that everything happens for a reason and you're always divinely guided. And if you pray to God, talk to God, cry out to God, and constantly say the name of God, you will always be on the right path. And that's why MJ and I say this all the time. We may sound like preachers, but our intention is for you to find your highest path and to align with the highest possible outcome, being in union with your divine masculine multidimensionally. All right, guys, if you have no questions, I'm going to open the floor to Haley. The greatest thing I learned from this connection was the massive awakening. Yes. So I'm going to open the floor to channeling, and I'm going to start with those who have tipped me. So I am going to start with Annette as always. So, guys, I'm just going to go in the order of those who have tipped me, so I won't miss you. And of course, I will do the free ones towards the end. And if you guys want to share a tip, this is my PayPal. Thank you for all your tips every week. I really appreciate that because that's such a healthy energy exchange as well. All right, I am going to start with Annette. What's in store for you? In fact, Annette had a question for me. She said that I'm wondering about 2 years for when I met my DM. He started working here in 2014, but I don't recall our first interaction. I became aware of what felt like fire inside him for me in December 2021. It's hard to believe that was almost 2 years ago now. So I considered that year for us meeting one another. Yeah, exactly. I would. So, okay, I'll clarify this before I do your channeling. One of the biggest things is that when you are actually ah yes, MJ, 100% agree. All right, so there are two categories, right? The year you meet, and that's what I've been doing in my TikTok videos that I share in the group as well. The year you meet and the characteristic and the purpose. So I might do another video the year you actually realize that this person is your twin flame. So yeah, so it does matter because numerologically everything is significant when it comes to numbers. All right, I am going to go into Annette's channeling. Annette, I would, doing a general energy check, I would say that there is so much more opening in the heart space, in the heart chakra and the throat chakra, which is pretty interesting as your abilities are being heightened further. There's a lot of telepathic movement between the both of you. I see a lot of 5D and beyond kind of communication happening. You guys are meeting a lot in dreamscape, which you are not remembering. A lot of astral traveling, subconscious astral traveling is taking place. There's a lot your DM wants to say, it's just that he's not able to say it in person. So he's trying his best and he's getting there. As far as the colors, I see a lot of gold this time round. That indicates a lot of higher dimensional interaction. And I also see the merging of your energies, which is a spectacular sight, almost like fireworks in the night sky. Very, very beautiful. So the messages I have from your divine masculine is that he just wants you to know that he sees so much more than you see. He actually sees past life. So every time he actually bumps into you at work, it's not this version of you he sees. There's so many other versions he sees as well. The times that you guys were married, you had kids, all the past lifetimes, everything comes to him. And And that's why he acts weirdly in front of you. So that's what he wants you to know, that he finds you so beautiful in every incarnation, in every lifetime, and he just can't wait to be with you, because he's just waiting for everything to divinely align. And so that's what's going on with you, Annette. I hope you enjoyed the channeling. And I also wanted to add on that the messages I get from your angels are that you are doing an extremely wonderful job. You're true to yourself. Your celibacy has been recognized, and you have always honored your body and soul, your mind, and all of this is always being recognized by the universe, by God. And when you are in alignment, and when you are divinely guided, and when you follow the word of God, you will always, always, always be gifted in abundance. And that's exactly what's going with your energies right now, Annette. So I will say sit back and enjoy the ride. All right, next up, Rachel. Oh, thank you, Rachel, for your tip and the kind of angel number that you sent. All right, what do I see for you, Rachel? So I see that your divine masculine is getting a little agitated about himself. So I feel like he has been lashing a lot this week to people around him. So you may have felt the energies of frustration quite intensely. So that may have caused you to feel a bit frustrated too. So I would urge you to just, sit back and relax, and not learn to differentiate what is yours and what is his. So the message that he has for you is that he is very angry at himself for not getting into union when he could, and right now he's just afraid that you would reject him again, because he still carries the wound from many, many years ago. And he always, always, always fantasizes you, and he always, always, always wants to be with you, and there's so much love that's going on, but the way he's translating it always ends up becoming quite disastrous, because he just doesn't know how to speak to you sometimes, and he doesn't want to hurt you as well. So that's what's going on. So, what's happening with his chakras? So, he is going through a massive transformation with his root chakra. So, that's why things are being shaken up, and you can see that there's so much happening with regards to what is essentially happening in his life. So all that purging that he's doing, all that frustration that is happening, everything that is going on with him is meant to be. So that's the message that I'm getting. So all the frustration is good, because he's releasing it so that when he comes back to you, he can be a healed divine masculine. All right. Let me see. Next up. Oh, thank you, Shannon, for the angel number tip. All right, Shannon, when I read for you always, I feel so much joy, because you are such a beautiful, pure hearted person, full of authenticity and full of joy. You're always so true to yourself, to your word, and you're just authentic and honest. And what one thing I love about you, Shannon, is that you're always willing to learn. You're always willing to take advice. You're always willing to change your life and live in the highest truth and alignment. And your guides want you to know that you are amazing person. So what's happening in the twin flame front? Again, there's a little bit of stress due to the fact that your DM is awakening to little bits about himself that he can't figure out when he's with you, because of the energetic stress that both of you create when you guys are together. So right now what is happening is just a temporary break. Soon he will come back to you again. So at this time, all you have to do is sit back, relax, and tune in to God. So in terms of chakras, the biggest thing that comes is that his sacral chakra, he has so much sexual energies towards you, but he has so much respect for you, given your cultural background and given who you are as a person. He doesn't want to just be with you for the sake of sexual energy exchange. He wants so much more with you, because he loves you as a person and beyond. And there's so much unconditional love that's going on between you, because I see a massive heart chakra opening and expansion. And the message I get from your divine masculine is that he wants you to know that you are his no matter what, and he's fully aware that there is going to be no other scenario that's going to play out except for the one that you will both be together. I hope you like that channeling. Next up, I will go to my always a pleasure to read for you. So I'm going to drink some water. I need to take breaks in between my channelings. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Shannon. I'm just going to go through some of the comments here. Annette, oh, thank you so much. I only just got your post now. Or you can rewatch it again. All right. So next up, my. Such a joy to read for you always as well, because your energies are so sincere, so pure, and so full of light, and you come from such a authentic space that you are always true to what you do, and your divine masculine admires that about you always. He admires how much you're willing to do for him, and how much you're so respectable towards him, despite the fact that he's so emotionally immature at times. And you have always been his light, you have always been his anchor, and sometimes he feels that he's not good enough for you. So his actions tend to reflect that rather than what he wants to say. So there's always that miscommunication. And he knows that you're extremely sensitive. So he's very careful about what he says, but often he says the wrong thing. So energetically, what is happening is that there's a massive throat chakra expansion going on with your divine masculine. So I would urge you to look forward to a lot more communication in the next couple of months, and also a great progress in terms of your connection, because there is so much downloads you're both receiving. There's so much healing that you're both going through. There's so much activation. So everything is divinely timed. Energetically, you are blossoming. And when I do a combined energy analysis, I am seeing a lot of pink, gold, silver, and green, which indicates higher dimensional communication and integration. So literally up there, your energies are this sacred dance, which is so beautiful. So sometimes you guys can actually connect to that space when you're missing one another. So there's a lot of intimacy that's going on as well between the both of you. So you will notice that there is so much of higher dimensional intimacy that is taking place. So my advice to you guys would be to just go with the flow and keep doing what you do, being yourself, because that is what he loves about you 100%. So the messages I'm getting from your divine masculine's higher self is not to be too hard on yourself. He doesn't want you to be too hard on yourself, and he also wants you to know that there is nothing wrong you are doing in this connection. It's him, and he wants you to know that he has so much unconditional love and respect for you, that he's working on himself, and he will come back to you as a healed, awakened, and completely amazingly hot divine masculine. All right, I hope you like that channeling. Next up, I have got Shay. Oh, my favorite Martian. Always a joy to read for you, Shay. So, what's in store for you this week? So, Shay, number one, your divine masculine is planning a lot of surprises for you. So, everything he's going to do from now on is going to be a surprise, because he's thinking about how he can treat you like the way you need to be treated. So lately, that's what's going on his mind. He wants you to start being completely open, and he also wants you to know that you can be 100% yourself. You can basically tell him anything you want and he will cater to it. So that's the messages that I'm getting from your divine masculine. He wants you to be 100%. He wants you to be 100% yourself because that's what he admires about you all the time. He also wants you to know that he sees a lot of your past lives, the tragedies, the wars you fought together, the missions you partook together, and he has so much admiration for the strength. So energetically, your combined energy fields look amazing. I see a lot of white and pink, which is an indication of purity and a lot of unconditional love. So I just want to say that the messages that I'm getting from your DM is that he just wants you to be ready for the most amazing period in your life because he's going to come through as a romantic gentleman. So that's the message I have for you, Shay. I hope that helped. Yes, I started earlier because I need to go to the airport, to fetch a loved one. So, yes. So, yeah. So I need to be at the airport at 10:30. So that's why I started an hour earlier. So yes. Oh, so yes, Michelle, absolutely. So I'm still going in order. So just give me a bit of time. Next up, my favorite girl and my favorite student, Diana. Thanks for the angel number, a very, very significant Venus number. So basically, Diana, what is happening? Your DM again is going through one of his jumpy phases. He just wants you to know that he's taking it easy and he wants you to. No, I'm not heading anywhere, Don. I'm fetching my DM from the airport. So, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. If not, I'll probably be packing my stuff. So, yes. So, basically, what is going on is that, now I lost my thought. You see, my DM is distracting me if I even mention him. So, yes, Diana, what I was going to say is that you are going through this amazing period in life where you will notice major changes in your DM. But the problem is that he's not able to maintain that energetic consistency because every time he's with you, his heart explodes into a million pieces of joy. So he feels that he's not good enough for you. So that's why there is that up and down. But this is actually a sign of consistency because he's going to pull up his act and he's going to really, really, really give you what you deserve because he notices that transformation within you. He notices that beauty within you. He notices how things are amazingly desirable, and he just wants to. I feel a lot of communication he wants to have you in person because he feels that if you guys keep messaging and texting, it will end up in a fight. So he wants to communicate things in person. So what I see is that he will definitely make a surprise visit, or somehow you will meet each other in person really soon. So I see that coming for the both of you. So I would say right now, the messages I'm getting for your DM is that he wants to apologize 1,000 times to you, even for no reason, because he feels that he hasn't done right by you. And you are such a strong woman, has gone through so much. And despite all of that, you're still shining like a star. And he wants you to know that he loves you so much. Always. All right, Sheena. Oh, you you don't have to to make up for last week. That's your message. So this week, what is in store for you? So your DM is just going through what you call hibernation mode. He's just in his man cave. But I strongly feel that there was a major crisis that took place a week ago, and hence that's why he has closed himself off to the outside world. But the messages I'm getting from his higher self is that he wants you to know that you are full of grace and full of light and full of love, and that he would never do anything to hurt you. Anything that he does is actually to protect you. So don't misinterpret his actions for the worst, but give him a chance and think of it think of this situation in the most positive way you can. So the messages I'm getting from your angels are also similar. They just want you to hang in there, live your life to the fullest, and enjoy every moment of your life, because you are going to be surprised by a lot of things that are going to happen in your life, Sheena. All right, next up, I've got my beautiful Catalina, who is full of love and excitement and authenticity and rawness. I always enjoy working with you and channeling for you, because you're just so beautiful and you take my advice like on point. So I really love that about you, Catalina. So what I have in store for you, your DM is noticing the fact that you are not looking at his online status. It's actually making him happy, because he sees that he can sense how you're so much at peace with yourself, and you're trying everything you can to create that feasible environment for him when he re-enters your life. So his higher self really appreciates that, and the messages I'm getting from his higher self is that there is no other woman he has even looked at all these lifetimes. Whatever circumstances he had been was not his own doing, but because he was in that position unawareingly. But the only person he has ever loved and will ever love will be you. And that's what he wants you to know, that he only has eyes for you and no one else. Energetically, immense transformation, a lot of gold and green and purple, which indicates a lot of energetic transformation between the both of you, which is extremely desirable, because I see a huge shift ever since you changed the way you do things. So it's working in your favor. So, and chakra wise, there is a major heart chakra expansion that's happening to the both of you. So you may have dreams that you're healing each other. You may just notice yourself having heart to heart conversations in 5D and beyond. So that's what's happening for you, Catalina. A lot of change, a lot of grace, a lot of beauty, and you are so amazing. And always never forget that. And that's what your DM wants you to know, that every moment he has had with you in this lifetime and past lifetimes were the only thing that is worth living for him. And that's why he will incarnate on earth again and again and again, even to be in pockets of moments with you, because that's all matters to him, because he truly realizes the goddess he is with. That's you. I hope you like that. The next, Q again. Thank you for your generous tip. And I want to say that it's always such a joy reading for you, because when I read for you, the only word I always get is sacrifice. How much you sacrifice your love and time for your loved ones, and what an honorable person you are, because you're always full of authenticity. You just want to give and give and give unconditionally. You don't even think about how much you do for the world, but your angels want you to know that everything that you do, you're being applauded for up there in the universe. And God wants you to know that He enjoys watching you and your life. So, what's happening in your divine masculine's front? So, your divine masculine puts you up in a pedestal, and he has so much admiration and adoration for you. He has so much, he just wants to do so much for you, yet the distance is a huge factor. So that will change, because things are changing, times are changing, and union is also very near for the both of you. So I would say that just go with the flow, and you will also notice that going with the flow would also create a lot more surprises for you. So, all right, just give me a moment. All right. So, as I was saying, Q, energetically, what is going on is that I see a lot of orange and a lot of white and pink. So, that is 17th dimension, 15th dimension, and the 23rd dimension. So there's a lot of multi-dimensional connections going on. Even your other versions are getting into union. So that is a very, very auspicious sign, Q. So I will just say that, sit back and enjoy the ride. And the messages I have from your DM is that he wants you to know that he will do anything for you because you are the only person that ever matters to him in the world. And this is not something that he developed just this lifetime, but he actually remembers all the past lifetimes that you guys shared together. So there's this immense bursting of energies in your heart chakra, so you might be witnessing that. So there might be a lot of purging going on for you both as well. So you will notice that transformation like coming in a lot of doses. So again, go with the flow and just keep doing what you're doing. Be yourself, authentically yourself. So next up, Marion. Oh, thank you so much for that very, very generous tip. I really appreciate that. And Marion, it's always such a joy to read for you because you are truly the epitome of generosity, magnanimous personality, and you're such a giver. And I've noticed this in a lot of divine feminines I work with. You guys are such givers, and you guys do it unconditionally. And that's a reflection of emotional maturity. And that's why, Marion, it's such a joy to channel for you always because you're so full of light and full of unconditional love and so sincere. Your devotion to God is so admirable. You're always praying to God. You're such a beautiful individual with so much grace and piousness. And yeah, so what am I channeling for you? So firstly, let me start with the message I have from your angels. Your angels want you to know that you're on a marvelous path and you're set to do a lot of things. There are many career opportunities opening up. So you just have to go with the flow, say a silent prayer to God every time you make a decision, and you'll be fine. Your DM, oh my, he has been fantasizing a lot about you, not only emotionally, sexually, but in every way possible. So he must be jumping timelines and experiencing multidimensional experiences with you. So that's a very, very good sign. So when I look at his chakras, what I actually see is that there's immense transformation that is going through his chakras. And one of it is that there's that massive integration of energies within his own chakra system. So his 8 major chakras and then the nadis, you have over 200 over nadis. So all of that chakras are also awakening. So he's going through this massive light body transformation right now. So you may be feeling a lot of his purging. So you may be feeling a mixture of elation and happiness and euphoria and sadness all at the same time because of what you are feeling, your DM is going through. Energetically, Marian, for you, there is a lot taking place too. I feel like you are truly, truly recognizing the goddess within and you're making goddess based decisions that is very empowered. So you're no longer afraid. So I see a lot of shifting that has taken place in your root chakra. It has massively shifted, so you're no longer bound by fear. Right now, you make decisions from the soul with the guidance of God from the purest place possible. So that is a clear indication that everything will work in alignment. Another massive thing that has also been taking place is that there is this unique 33rd dimensional integration that is happening. So it's really repairing your higher chakras too. So that's why I see a lot of pink and silver and also emerald green in your combined energy field. So that is an indication of higher level upgrades and downloads and activation and awareness. So the messages I have from your DM is that he wants you to know that he can't wait to be with you more consistently, that he's thinking of all the ways he wants to express his love towards you because he admires you just for being such a wonderful mother to your child, for being a wonderful woman to others, for being that sacred goddess you truly are. And he wants you to know that he loves you unconditionally and that he will do anything for you. And he has so much respect and adoration for you. And he knows that you will always do the right thing. So I hope you enjoyed that channeling, Marian, because it's always such a joy to channel for you. All right, I'm going to take a few sips of water. And also, while I'm taking a break, I'm going to look at the comment. Oh, thanks. You see, I love it. My beloved people are already replying to. Thanks, Catalina, for replying. Oh, Catalina says this was and this is really one of the most beautiful channelings you have done for me. Touched a lot, and I completely understand why my guidance team wakes me up every Saturday night for joining your live. I think that is the most beautiful compliment I can ever receive from anyone during my life. Oh, thanks, Catalina. You are the best. All right. The next person I have is Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca, your DM stalks you all the time and probably is even stalking everything else you do because you are just so beautifully adorable that he just can't get enough of you. So every time I read for you, Rebecca, it's just that I see how excited and how profoundly joyful you get because you're such a breath of fresh air, and that's exactly how your DM sees you. You are a breath of fresh air because being with you, he, like, if he's vibrating in 4D, he will get into 8D or 9D because that's how much you have that ability to bring the vibrations up in your environment. So there's a lot of thinking about going around. There's a lot of telepathic communication going between you both as well as you further continue to heal and expand. So the messages I have from your DM is that he wants you to know that he will not stop what he's doing. He will keep admiring you from afar, and that distance will change because he will come towards you. He will find a time and space to reignite the relationship again. And multidimensionally, it's looking good because there are multidimensional unions happening between the both of you as well. Other versions of yourselves are uniting, and that's such a beautiful sight. And the color I see is pink and emerald green, which is a sign of higher level growth and prosperity, and also the intertwining of your energies. So, the messages I'm getting from your DM is that he wants you to know that he loves you so crazily, almost irrevocably, and he will do anything to be with you, be it this lifetime, be it the future lifetimes, or jumping back to older timelines. He loves being with you every moment, and no one else would ever inspire or change his life the way you do. And he's so grateful for that. So I hope you enjoyed that message. Next up, oh, Geraldine. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Always a joy to read for you because you are so full of light and love as always. And I just want to say, oh, you had a question. If you can post it again because I have to go back previously. Ah, I think I got it. So Geraldine's question is, may I know both of our energy right now? Is there anything he wants me to know? Oh, so what does he want you to know? Let me cut to the chase and just, he wants you to know that he is so grateful of the fact that you don't give up on him despite all the darkness that he goes through. He's also grateful of the fact that you never give up on him and you only see the best side of him because he never had that privilege when he was growing up, or all the other relationships he has been or has or is in has always been so judgmental. So you are that only individual in the entire universe who looks at him with such doting eyes and with no judgment. You accept him exactly for who he is. And that's what he loves about you 100%, your compassion. He just adores the fact that you are so compassionate, you're so authentic, and you're so true to yourself. And the messages I'm getting from your DM is that he wants you to hang in there. He wants you to stay strong because he wants to only come to you when he's ready to come to you. And he doesn't want to come to you unhealed, or he doesn't want to come to you with no conviction. He wants to come to you when he's truly ready. Until then, he's grateful for the fact that you're waiting for him. So, energetically, huge heart chakra expansion is going on. There's also higher level downloads that's taking place. So I see a bit of a crown chakra opening for him, and that's why he's becoming wiser because he's always wise. So that's what's going on as far as energies are concerned. Higher dimensionally, what is going on is that there is definitely that higher level. I see a lot of 14th dimensional exchange of energies. So there is a lot of higher level exchange going on. So I see a lot of golden yellow light in your combined auric field, which is a very, very auspicious sign. So that's what I would say. And for you, I will say you are going through a major sacral chakra upgrade, which means your finances will open up, your life will open up, and you will have more opportunities coming your way. So the messages I'm getting from your angels are that keep doing what you got to do. And God wants you to know that you're loved, you're protected, and He will do everything to take care of you always. So surrender, trust, and be in love, and everything will happen in your favor. I hope you like that, Jerlan. And next, oh, I've got Dawn. Beautiful Dawn. Always, always, always happy to read for you because, Dawn, you are truly your transformation. I take such pleasure and pride working with you because you are transforming by the second. That's how much of an energetic transformation I see in you as an individual, as a parent, as a twin flame, as a citizen of the universe. What a graceful soul you are. And you are right now in your powerhouse energy. So, any step you take in terms of your career, your life, everything, it's going to bring back luck tenfold, 20-fold. So all of those people in your path who are not letting you progress will all be taken care of by God. So you don't have to worry. Everything will be protected and divinely protected. In other words, your angels are watching over you, God is watching over you. Your divine masculine is going through his own chaotic situation, but again, I'm guided to tell you, you don't have to worry about that because he is actually escaping from the shackles of torture, in other words. So he is awakening to the truth. So in a matter of time, he will realize how much you matter to him, and he is coming back to you. Again, energetically, it's looking good. I see a lot of brilliant colors, blue and purple and gold, which is an indication of a lot of mind transformation, soul transformation that is taking place in your combined energetic field. So the messages I have from him to you are that don't give up on us. Be patient for me. All that you see, don't believe it. Only trust your intuition and only trust God, because our journey has always been protected by God and the universe. So there's nothing for you to worry. Do not ever give up on us. So you see, it's kind of like he's sending a cryptic message to you, Dawn. So just go with the flow, and everything will be fine. Next up, I have Nimit. Oh, Nimit, thank you for that angel number tip and your message. Keep smiling and stay blessed. Oh, immense blessings to you as well, Nimit. And your divine feminine is so lucky to have you. It's just that, it's just taking for her time to emotionally mature, because she is like testing the field and realizing that the world is not how it seems. And she really, really, really recognizes that unconditional love you have for her. So, energetically, a lot of movement. As far as her chakras are concerned, I see more movement in the solar plexus. So she will develop that strength and confidence to be able to express her desire to you. But it will take time because she's getting there energetically. But you are doing really well as a divine masculine, major transformation taking place. And also, there is so much that's happening in your journey that you just have to keep going, count your blessings, because your union is blessed by God, and there's so much divine protection, so much angel numbers, signs. So your angels want you to know that there are a lot of messages that are sending, because there's a lot of activations that are taking place within your energy, combined energy field. So just watch out for them, and you'll be fine, you'll be blessed, you'll be guided. And the message I have from your DF to you is that she's so embarrassed at herself for behaving the way she behaved to you in the past, and she's begging you for a chance to take her back, because she will be better. And she wants you to know that she loves you like crazy, she loves you unconditionally. It's just that her ego won't allow her to say all these things. So you just have to give her time, and everything will happen according to God's will. And then I have got Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, always such a joy to read for you. And I want you to know, Jennifer, that things are taking a massive turn in your life. There may be a lot of obstacles that you face that had placed you in a position where you never have to ever feel like you're not being looked after, because every step of your way, God is always there with you. You just have to completely surrender to the notion that God is there for you, and God wants you to know that He loves you so much. And no matter how hard the trial and tribulation is, things will get better between the both of you, and you will never ever ever have to feel that you're alone. And the messages I get from your angels is that your love life will transform in ways that you will never imagine, and things will keep happening for you. And the messages that I have from your special person is that things will get better. You just have to hang in there, because there's a lot of soul level transformation that is taking place. And also, looking at your chakras, I see that you're having a massive throat chakra, third eye chakra, and crown chakra expansion going on right now. So during this time, I will just advise you to drink a lot of water, and allow God's messages to come into you. And remember, you are blessed always, and this path is meant to transform you, and you will have full of surprises for you in the coming months. So just hang in there and bask in the energies of wisdom and God and unconditional love, because everything that's happening is happening for a reason, and your strength, your love, your unconditional love is being recognized. All right, Jennifer, I hope I have answered what you were seeking. And Nimit, yes, I hope the energy update I did for you, don't worry, you feel disconnected because she's trying to block you off, because of the fact that ego wouldn't want that conversation happening. But her 5D self wants you to know that you guys are more than ever connected. So just keep looking for angel signs. All right, Michelle. And Frank. So I still have Michelle, Frank. I'll do Michelle's channeling. Michelle, everything that's going on in your life right now, you're being tested. But remember, God is with you 100%, and you're such a pure soul, full of magnanimous energies and full of purity, that you will always always be blessed and treasured. And things that's going on with you and your DM is so beautiful and transformative as well, because for the first time I've noticed this massive heart chakra expansion, where your DM is able to see all the sacrifices that you're making for him and all the devotion that you have towards him. So the messages I am actually getting from him is that he wants you to know that he is so lucky and grateful to have you, because he wouldn't be able to survive the kind of tribulation he's going through right now without your help and without your support. So he just wants you to know that he loves you so much, and that he will do anything and everything in order to be in your life. And he wants you to know that no matter what, he will keep trying to be the best person he can from you. And it's so sweet. I just want to say that the universe, God, every higher dimensional guide out there is sending their blessings your way because you need it the most. So all the best, Michelle, and may you win all the tribulations and come out as a star you always are. All right, and Frank, my favorite student. Oh, and our star readers. So Diana and Frank are our star readers in this group. So you guys should request for a reading from them. So, what is your DF trying to say? Your DF is in so much of a shock and surprise at the same time because she's watching you from afar and she notices the massive energy shifts that is taking place within you, and because she is your divine feminine, she feels everything that you are going through. But of course her ego won't allow her to come through to it. So the messages that I'm getting from her to you is that she's extremely proud of you and she feels that you're unreachable, but she accepts that as the fact of the universe because she's just trying to trust God more, and somehow you're both mirroring each other. So she feels this elevation of peace and surrender and divinity as well. So amazing opportunities that's happening for you both because there will be more heart transforming communication that is happening. Even what you heart so there's a lot of heart to heart transformation that's happening between the both of you, and so that's an amazing sign because there's going to be multi-dimensional communication that you guys will truly enjoy. So that's what I have for you, and yes, that's the message I have for you. All right, and then let me see. Oh, Michelle, you're most welcome. Angela, yes, I can do a channeling for you. Just give me a second. Oh, Jen, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, Jen, always a pleasure to read for you. You're such a gorgeous soul. And Michelle says, you're such a beautiful treasure, Vaisha. I appreciate everything you pour into these channelings. Thank you. Oh, it's such a pleasure. I really enjoy doing this for all of you. Nimit, yes, hang in there. Oh, Dawn, love you so much too, Dawn. You're shining, you're a star. Oh, so are you, and so are all of you. Geraldine, thank you, Vaj. That is so beautiful. I'm so grateful. All right. Angela, so what do I see for you, Angela? I see that there is a bit of movement in terms of, so for a long time, your person kind of closed up a little. So I see that that is changing and that is opening up. So I would say that keep working on yourself, keep working on your energies, and you will see the transformation that you deserve to see. So I will say my tip for you is that work on your root chakra and your third eye chakra, and once you balance it and clear it, you will notice more messages from the divine. So right now the theme for you is balance, and then you will see massive transformation in your life, your journey, and everything will go. And again, Ainala, please, love. I dream my DM every night. Why? My union is near. Absolutely, Ainala. Dreaming about your DM every night is a sure sign that union is near. And bless the both of you. Just keep staying true to the journey. Keep sending love to your DM, and everything will go with the flow. And also, you will notice that there's a lot of things happening energetically. So there's a lot of multi-dimensional communication taking place between the both of you. And also you will notice a lot of a lot of changes happening in your life in time to come. So just prepare yourself for union and just keep dreaming about him, keep praying to God, keep surrendering to the universe. And I also see a lot of golden light between your combined energetic field, which is a clear indication of multi-dimensional and higher dimensional connection for you, Ainola. So keep being the star seed you are, keep exploring, keep dream traveling and do everything you gotta do. All right, I look forward to your lives every Saturday night. Can't wait till Saturday always to see what you have for advices and guidance. Oh my, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. I look forward to this too every week. It's such a joy, and always the energies. We all are like truly that beautiful energies that we feel, and it's such a beautiful space to be in. And I just want to say that it's just amazing that everything that is happening for a reason. And I'll just say that even this group is divinely blessed. And yes, so what is going on is that um, I'm going to wrap up because I'm tired after doing so many channelings. So if I'd missed anyone, I have done channelings for all of you who have tipped me, and have picked a few as well. I just want you to know, next week I always channel after my discourse, so you guys can stay tuned. Also, I just want you to know um, that, just give me a second. Let me reply to this message. All right. As I was saying, all right. Oh, Erin. So I received another tip. So I got to do your channeling, Erin. All right, Erin. I just want you to say that you are full of grace and light, and always such a joy to channel for you, because just like your Facebook second name says, you are like honey, full of sweetness and full of grace. And person your twin flame is so lucky to have you, because you're just amazing. And I just want to say that what is happening between you and your twin flame energetically, there's a lot of transformation that's happening in the root chakra. So you may notice a lot of movement in terms of decisions as where you want to go and what you want to do in life. So there's massive transformation. The messages I'm getting from your twin flame is that hang in there, everything is happening for a reason. There's going to be a lot of financial abundance your way, and also there's going to be a lot of surprises that's coming your way. And also, Erin, the messages I'm getting from your angels are that just hang in there, because everything that's happening is bringing you to the point that you need to be, which is that point of pure transformation light, as you're preparing for multi-dimensional union. So that's what I'm seeing for you. Also, there'll be a lot of opportunities in terms of career coming your way, and that could also open up your financial space to more and more abundance. Keep going out in nature, keep doing everything you can, and you will notice a lot of transformation coming your way. Energies wise, your energetic, feel a lot of gold and pink, indication of higher level communication, integration, energetic integration that is taking place as well. So much wisdom, so much color, and your twin flame is so proud of you. So I hope you enjoyed the message. And guys, thank you all for tuning in, and I just want to say love you all. You guys are amazing. And today is the goddess portal, and the goddess portal is open till the 17th. So you guys are interested in the goddess portal healing, you can still sign up. I have more spots available. You can book through my website. I also have an amazing sale going on for the 99 portal, which will go on till the 17th. So the code is 99 sale, and it will auto calculate at checkout. So go, happy shopping, and you enjoy a further 9% discount on the discounted items. So I would highly recommend the soul realignment as always, and I would also recommend the multidimensional activators I do because they're always a success. Also, I have got some interesting products that I've introduced. One is the divine masculine twin flame memory activator. That's really good. So those who got it know that that really helps your divine masculine to remember your past lives, and then he becomes more affectionate to you. So check out, I have a lot of stuff going on and you can see, but I will highly recommend you guys book the 99 portal healing. I do it over video call, and we can do it anytime throughout the week. And I also have a more in-depth 99 portal healing as well. You can check that out. You can check all of that. And I wanted to say a big thank you to MJ for always being such a wonderful, wonderful person, a friend, a mother to all of us in the group with her. She's such loving energy. So if you guys want to share your love, please feel free to share a tip to MJ. MJ, please throw in your PayPal here. And also, guys, I really appreciate all the tips that you give me because I am able to spend more time creating more videos for you throughout the week. Also, it's such a joy helping MJ run the group because we have tried so hard to always keep the vibrations of this group to the highest level possible. So a big thank you for MJ for being there, especially for being there for me always as well. And, you know, and all of you for being such wonderful souls. You guys are amazing. And with that, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful 9/9 portal week. And I look forward to working with you all on your healings and activators and everything. And please take advantage of the 9% discount as well. And I will see you all next week. Take care. Love you all. And I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.